Everything's set. I got my water ready, and hey there, everyone! Welcome back to my top corner. I'm Kesha Sakura, and today is day 14 of going through the Endwalker story. And oh my god, it's so amazing! The last arc with going back into the past. Oh, so good. Oh, hey there, little jellyfish. Well, go and eat our pizza. Is it? And damn it! Oh, okay, damn it. There we go. Eat our pizza. No, it's good. All right then. So, anyway, I did this one. Okay, good. No. That's great. Well, anyway, today we're gonna continue on with the story, and like I said before, the last arc was so good. It explained everything, and explained everything. For those who, again, they're not caught up. Why are you here? Also, spoilers, obviously. Anyway, it explains everything that the source of the final days, the perpetual time travel, the fact that the time paradox was immediately resolved with Kairos erasing the memories, except for, of course, me and our player character and Vana, and the fact that again the time paradox was resolved with Vana was that she can't tell anyone that's not trustworthy, because who would believe her? And if she goes after Van Daniel or Hermes within the convocation, then it will deprive the convocation of his genius, and because even his memory was wiped as well. And so she has to rely on only a select few, and she And overall, she found out as to why she had to turn into Heinlein and forestall the final days, because the only hope to defeat the Metea or Meteon and her sisters is us. And overall, she's been there on throughout the entire time. She didn't abandon us. She didn't just give us power and just go. She was with us. She was with us in our victories. She was with us in our defeat. She was with us in our pain, our suffering, our triumph. She was with us the whole entire time. She did not abandon us. Highland was always with us. So she did good with us. Now let's do good. Let's go and do good for her. All right, Lucia. I'm sorry, I got a little too emotional over there. All right, Lucia. What do we have? All right, hold on. My status is acting up again. You know, one of the things I wish though is that that paladin. I wish Paladin wasn't the only one that was the only. Well, I wish Paladin wasn't the only fighting class that uses the offhand slot. I kind of wish that that at the very least Rogue or Monk will also use offhand slot. You know, for if not for practicality, at the very least for glamour. It would be nice to have, you know, two different glowing weapons for your glamour. But I digress. Alright, so Lucia, let's continue to tell this amazing story. How can we help with your final days? I'll get this mouse out of the way.
No major injuries then. Good.
Also, I love this Magitech steampunk weapon I have. I can't wait to see what the full armor looks like. Like once I have the chance, though, I should load up my weaponsmith and my armorsmith so I can make the steampunk gear for all my classes. Looking good.
I briefed the recovered soldiers and sent them on their way as quickly as I could, but nevertheless feared they would not make it in time.
The additional support is invaluable. Your men saved more than a few lives. Though not all, I regret to say.
I take it that I am addressing Lucia Junius. I am the Forum's envoy, Fortuneau Leveilleur. And you are owed an explanation for these most dire developments.
Blah blah blah, final days, blah blah blah, moon, blah blah blah, Tower of Babel, blah blah blah. I'm sorry for all the death.
Another trial wrought by the final days. I was beginning to suspect as much. You doubtless feel some consternation having been forced to abandon your original plan. But trust me when I say you were right to send the refugees elsewhere. Beasts have been sighted within the capital. Perhaps it was a stroke of grim fortune that the population was decimated beforehand, as they've yet to appear in any great number, but in time. In any case, Maxima leads the remainder of the contingent in an effort to cull the creatures and evacuate the populace as we speak. Once the airships have taken to the skies, I pray your men can be persuaded to join him.
You'll permit us to retain our weapons?
I wouldn't have sent you after the Scions were I expecting you to stab them in the back.
And I, for one, would not consider past transgressions more relevant than future contributions. Regardless of the circumstances that saw us at odds before, we need men of courage now, more than ever.
More than ever. Why look at Alice like that? Why did you take a hard look at Alice? There's something going on.
We swore to defend Garlemald, and so we shall.
It seems you have everything under control. You will excuse me then, for mine own duties await.
A moment, Master Fortuno. You did desire to express your appreciation for services rendered, did you not?
I did. Though if you intend to again ask that Charlian alter its course, you will find my gratitude insufficient.
It is nothing so onerous. I wish to hear the details of this grand endeavor of yours.
Do you swear to listen and to learn, and not to embark upon some scheme to impede us?
I swear.
Any other I would doubt, but you I trust to keep your word. For not once have you broken it. Very well. I will request that the Forum make you privy to our plans. You may await our summons at the Baldessian Annex, assuming the decision is in your favor. Does that suffice?
It does. You have my thanks.
Excellent. You can regale us with tales of your most recent sojourn to the First while we wait.
Oh, I have a lot to tell you.
Did you hear something just now?
What does your Mikote ears hear? What? Elaborate? Puddingway? Please, Puddingway, are you okay? Why is it so why is it so ominous?
Where, oh where is this stars-blasted pudding?
Puddingway? What are you doing on Aetheris? What are you all doing in Aetheris? What are you doing? Why aren't you on the moon?
Dawn may banish even the darkest night.
Okay, now it's starting.
This bitter climb bring warmth and comfort.
Okay, now it's starting to make sense. Oh yeah, Andrew, why'd you beat them on to Aetheris? Why aren't they on the moon?
'Tis heartening to see such an assembly upon my return. I thought often of you whilst I looked down upon our star's brilliance from the moon above.
Oh yeah, Andrew, what are you doing down here? I thought you were still making preparations.
Yes, but what are you doing here? And dressed like that? Aren't you cold?
Aren't you, Alice?
Verily, I fear for my health should I proceed to expound upon our purpose ere I procure more suitable garments.
Oh yeah, Andrew, please. Don't die now. Especially in the cold. Anyway.
Allow me to summarize. We're here because none of you lot
Oh, most definitely.
So she says, but it's also something of a convenient excuse to visit a theorist. Oriange made it sound absolutely marvelous. More so before the impending doom, but still. And it's not like there will ever be a better time. What with the aforementioned doom?
Doom! Doom!
Marvelous, they say, yet not an ounce of pudding to be found. Suffer Uriange's inferior works no more.
Oh! Oriandra can't make pudding.
Maybe consider the plight of present company before you go blathering on about pudding and doom.
Doom!
As I was saying, should you require any assistance with
Oh,
whatever, we are at your disposal.
the Pharmacy 4 theme. Oh my god.
We were born from Heidelin's love for the lives of this star, so naturally we would much prefer to see them continue. Twiddling our thumbs up on the moon is hardly conducive to that, though, is it? Not when you've all got such precious thoughts and feelings and hopes for the future deserving of more active preservation. Speaking to Oriange made us realize that while we've carried out our duties to the letter, we've failed to fulfill them in spirit.
Ah, this theme.
From there, it was just a hop, skip, and a jump towards resolving to do better. So please, show us how. Help us help you.
Help us help you. Help me help you. Ah, Loprits.
Forgive me, but are they...
Thy distant collaborators, indeed.
You didn't know.
Hello, well met. You'd be a member of the forum, would you? It's an honor and a pleasure to meet you at last.
They didn't know they're Loprits.
Living way, Heidelin's right paw. That last bit is very important. As am I, if I may humbly say so myself.
I, bid you welcome to our star, Livingway. On behalf of the Forum, I thank you for traveling such a distance to meet us. As you have surmised, preparations for the Exodus have not proceeded as smoothly as we had hoped. I should be happy to personally escort you to our headquarters in Charlian, where you may advise us as you deem fit.
Oh, pudding way.
'Twas with reluctance that I set aside the great work of readying the moon for habitation. Be assured that I did so only after the Loporits made plain their earnest desire to come hither, and I myself felt a growing certainty that their contributions here would prove invaluable. 'Tis trite, perhaps, but I followed my heart.
May the disciples bash the darkest of nights.
I am no esteemed philosopher of eld. Nevertheless, 'tis my hope that what little knowledge I shared shall serve them well, and perchance help save us all. Wilt thou attend us at the Forum and lend thine own wisdom?
Yes, actually. I have a lot to tell everyone. Everyone, I have a lot to tell. Pudding away. Someone get him some pudding.
Can you start moving before Urianger catches his death? Even I'm freezing out here.
Where's something warm, damn it?
Oh, I dare say you'll warm up quickly once you're aboard the airship. Sat shoulder to shoulder with our fur-covered friends.
Someone get that leopard some pudding. God damn it. Look at it. Hey, neat. I dare say Master Forshnod was as nonplussed as we to learn the identity of Heinelin's lunar custodians, as he will soon discover they have much and more to offer the forum. But let's just return to the annex forthwith. We may yet have time to discuss thy recent adventures ere we are summoned to the rostra. Indeed. Like I said before, I got so many sights to show you and tell you. So many things to tell you. Woo, I'm getting all giddy. Must hurry to the annex. Must tell story of time travel shenanigans. Also the impending doom of a cute bird turned evil. Baldessian Annex. Boom! Wait, I just saw a I knew it. I just saw a side quest. I thought I got rid of you. Speaking of side quests, though, I need to get rid of the ones in Stormblood. Yeesh. Oh, for the love of pudding! Oh no, Pudding Way! That's Pudding Way's mission! Secret in the box. What's in the box? It's a secret. Okay, we need to do that ASAP, then, a little off screen, because then, we need to get some pudding away, some good pudding. I'm here, everyone. Well, we're here. Not that I'm complaining, Orianja, but I was expecting to see you quite... I wasn't expecting to see you quite so soon. Nor I thee. In extolling the virtues of Aetherius, I did inadvertently awaken in the Luppritz a desire to avert our beloved star's demise. Grau tells us you have obtained new knowledge that may aid us in our ongoing efforts. I have news to share regarding our study of the Ethereal Sea, but your findings are certain to be of greater interest, and so I would rather hear them first. To what revelations did Heinelin's Elpis flower lead? Lots and lots and lots. Blah 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 past, blah 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 future, blah 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 Hermes and Fandaniel, blah 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 Kairos, blah 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 the Metea. Blah 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 Dynamis. Then this Dynamis is what drives the final days. If it and Akasa are one and the same, then this all but proves Nidhana's theory, where an entity through sheer force of emotion to channel this vast dormant reservoir into a raging river, its power might surpass even that of Aether. But if our star is so replete with Aether, said entity would need to be outside its influence to effectively manipulate the dynamics of the great expanse. Meteon, or rather, the sorrow and suffering of fallen civilizations that she has been hoarding for millennia. Untold anguish and fear and hatred drawn from every corner of the universe, all for a single purpose: the destruction of Aetherius. Then our foe is no longer some unknowable calamity. We have but one aim: to defeat Meteon. You make it sound so simple, but you're not wrong. Vanquish Meteon and we deliver the world for the final days, but to even attempt it, there are two conditions. First was to determine her location. Before Meteon escaped, an enchantment was placed upon her by Vana, the woman who would become Heidelin. The applications of temporal magics are not entirely understood, and so we cannot assume that our Heinlein and the Banal you met in Elpis are one and the same. Nevertheless, due to her intrinsic qualities and as an all-powerful being, I wager that Heinlein possesses the knowledge we seek. Whether she would share that knowledge with us, however, remains to be seen. After all, she intends for us to flee Aetherius, not to stay. Do you suppose she has abandoned her pursuit of Meteon? But no, I will know. I know would never give up. That's my impression too. Otherwise, she wouldn't have used me as a conduit for her will, or provided clues such as the Elpis flower. I believe she has been waiting for mankind's answer to Hermes' question. So, what's the second condition? We must find the means to reach Meteon. Naturally, our chosen method will depend entirely upon wheresoever she has made her nest. Then communing with Heidelin must by necessity come first. Did you and Master Matoya have any luck with your investigation into the Ethereal Sea? Sadly not. Though we enlisted the help of Arnvold and other Echo-blessed allies, we couldn't detect as much as a whisper from Heidelin, even from within the Anti-Tower. Master Matoya is of the opinion that in the years since abandoning it, the Forum has found some other method of receiving instructions from Heidelin. If so, it would most likely be some form of apparatus for observing the Ethereal Sea built closer to home. Hold on. Sorry to interrupt, but we just received word from the Forum. Your presence is required in the Rostra, where they intend to discuss the Great Exodus. Then Fall was able to persuade them. They're finally taking us seriously. Let's hear what they have to say. Woohoo! Speak with the Rostra Steward. Do 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 do. I don't know why there's an instance for the main hall, since you're the only one there. I guess that it's for the ease of the service itself. The Rostra. Rostra Steward. The forum is in session, and as such, the Rostra is closed to visitors. A sign of the 7th dawn? Very well, you may wait in the corridor. Of course, entry will only be permitted on the condition you leave your armaments at the door. Lest you forget, this secret institution holds rational discourse at the highest. The implements of war are especially forbidden. Oops. Gotta do it the right way. There we go. Everyone's in the cutscene. And back at douchebag bureaucracy.
there is a matter I wish to raise with you before we enter.
Oh?
We are here to listen and to learn. But if the Forum's plans are more or less what I expect, then I should like to make a proposal that will serve our ends. By your leave, of course.
I don't see why not. Your words and wits have gotten us this far. Agreed. I will present our queries so that you may consider the most advantageous way to advance your proposal without distraction.
Thank you, everyone.
If I may have your attention, the ad hoc session will now commence. The purpose of today's assembly is to brief the Scions of the Seventh Dawn at their request on the Great Exodus. You may enter. On behalf of the Forum, I commend your heroic actions on the Magna Glaciers. We shall not soon forget your service to us and the people of Radzat-Han. The Satrap, whom we have informed of the refugees' new arrangements, sings your praises as well. As an expression of our gratitude, we will endeavor to answer your questions as fully and openly as we are able.
Then let us begin. First, it is the Forum's objective to ferry the life and knowledge of this star to the moon. Am I correct?
You are. It is for this purpose that Charlian has labored these many long years. We have collected biological samples and scientific records from across the star. When the time comes, they will be moved from their places in Labyrinthos and Numenon and conveyed to safety. Once that critical task has been accomplished, we will begin transporting the Charlian citizenry, which has been categorized into groups. The earliest arrivals are to ensure hospitable environs for those who come after. Following our people, we will send those of other nations in turn, beginning with our allies. Radzat-Han was foremost among these, but since the final days have already come to Thavnair, we saw fit to include the refugees with earlier groupings.
An ambitious plan. You have accounted for the safety of all nations and tribes, then?
As many as we can.
And how, pray tell, do you decide who to leave behind?
To journey beyond the sky is an unprecedented and immeasurably difficult endeavor. Introducing sources of inevitable conflict would condemn all to certain death.
Logically speaking, yeah.
Questions as to the validity of that approach aside, are your plans proceeding apace? We're under the impression that your primary means of celestial transportation is incomplete.
If only in that it does not meet our optimal parameters, that is correct.
Optimal.
This arc, as some have taken to calling it, is fully operational and could be launched even today.
Uh-huh. What's the catch?
However, the final days have progressed more quickly than we anticipated. At present, the ship is incapable of attaining speeds sufficient to meet our evacuation targets. Should we put the vessel into service, as it is now, we will be unable to travel to the moon and back quickly enough to complete the necessary number of trips. Precious lives and knowledge will be lost.
Oh.
7 hells. Is there anything to be done?
The ether burner, the primary means of propulsion once the craft is in the space between stars, is undergoing testing to determine whether it can be made more efficient. Though cargo is being loaded for the initial phase of the Exodus, we are prepared to continue our experimentation up to the day before launch, should it prove necessary.
Again, logical. Trim the fat, make sure everything's optimal.
Solve your problem.
How, Alpha no?
We shall help devise a means to improve the ether burner's efficiency on 2 conditions. If we succeed, you must allow us to meet with Heidelin.
"'Twas simple enough to deduce. You have a Concord, and so you would never have abandoned the anti-tower had you no other means of communication. One far more convenient, I suspect.
The second condition, also to be met upon our success, is that we be permitted to propose another use for your Ark.
We would be at liberty to refuse this proposal.
Of course. If we cannot prove its merit to the 99 here, who are we to stake on it the lives of all peoples of this star?
Delightful as always, Master Alfino. Oh, we couldn't have asked for a finer plan. Allow us to solve this complex engineering problem of which we were entirely unaware until moments ago. What could possibly go wrong? The satire writes itself.
He knows how to cut the tension, at the very least.
Yet, what field has not benefited from a change in perspective? When we are at wit's end, what we need is not the same dry theories recited ad nauseam, but fresh inspiration. I, for one, have faith in my erstwhile students to provide it, and I find their terms to be perfectly acceptable.
Indeed.
Order! Order! We have no time to waste on debate. I call a vote. All in favor of agreeing to the Scion's terms?
Here, here, here. Yeah. All opposed? Me. Who keeps saying that? It was him. Let's get him, guys. And me too.
71 in favor, 28 against. The ayes have it.
Woo! C+.
Fortuneau, as the architect of this project, you are the best candidate to show them its current state. And bear in mind that regardless of your personal misgivings, this is the will of the Forum.
Bureaucracy at its finest.
Very well.
Bureaucracy and democracy.
I call this session to a close. Return to your tasks with urgency. The final days wait for none.
And so that triangle thing that in front of the moon, that's their arc. And we're gonna use that to fight that Meteon. Even saying that though, I'm not looking forward to it. Sorry about not letting the rest of you in my plan. I was admittedly thinking on my feet for the most part, but since we require both a means of communicating with Heidelin and reaching Betion, in the spirit of the moment, I saw involving ourselves with the completion of the arc as a way to work towards both objectives simultaneously. However, we must first keep our end of the bargain by solving the problem of the Aether Burner. I like to think it is not a challenge beyond our combined expertise, or at least the expertise of our extended circle of associates. It might behoove us to learn how an Aether Burner actually works before we attempt to improve it, though. Indeed. Alright guys, let's build a rocket, I guess. Hey, Fortune Node. We not voted, so tell us now. Ooh, hello. As instructed, I shall take you to see the Aether Burner. Meet me outside the Archeon, and I can trust you can make your own way there. So the Ark is being built in Labyrinthos. Hardly surprising. Where else could they conceal such a massive undertaking? Where are we going? Oh, Labyrinthos. Where? In Labyrinthos? Oh, the Archeon. Yes, no, I don't mind paying 244 gil. Oh, why the water? Southwest. Southwest. Right. Hey, Fortunal. Our destination lies in the lower levels. The Forum, in its wisdom, has granted you access to the Archeon's lift. Step inside and have Ophalin that take you to the medial circuit. Just like the Monarch and Venture Brothers, work with the red tape. I guess we're going inside now, huh? Services, definitely your corruption, because our study is appreciated. Ah, we're going in regardless. Yes. I love the theme of Labyrinthos, god damn. It's so whimsical. I have sent your associates ahead to Lagashikon Alpha on the other side of the Mero Ergonomics. Actually, there's something I have been meaning to... No, never mind. I can wait. Let's attend to the matter at hand. Is it gonna be a funny day to ask him how his kids are? Should I? Nah. Order. Since we're here now. West. Woo! Hold on, wait. West still? West. So I think I was wrong before. Labyrinthos is basically the Yule Moor. Because the map was literally cut in half. West still. Southwest. Oh, here. Okay. I need that etheric current. Give me that etheric current. There you are. I wonder how much we can accomplish though if we can somehow give the Charlian glimpses of old Amarant. West still? Well, while I'm here, I guess. Southwest. Southwest. Nope, over there. Damn it. Fine, fine. Where are we going? Oh, over there. There, nope. Oh, after so long and, basically a time travel trip, we're back here again. Alright, while I have this on auto run, I'm gonna go get some water. Stay hydrated, everyone. Hail hydrate. Steer, damn it. Hail hydrate. Nope. 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 Go away. Go away. Hey, we can visit the grapes. Grapes? Grapes, you okay? Oh, look. They have a bit more texture. Just not enough for... rest in peace, grapes. Huh. They said this... It's similar to the Crystarium, so... At least they're more rounded rather than crystalline. So from far away, it doesn't look like grapes, so... Alright, well anyway. I'll check that out on at a later date. Do 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 do. Straight garlic. There's a boss there. Oh, there it is. We go inside. Yes. Ooh, okay. I'm here. We have to wait here while our father arranges for us to use the next lift. Here being Logisticon Alpha, where the atmospheric conditions of Labyrinthos are regulated. Water is drawn from underground and dispersed as vapor, stimulating the formation of artificial clouds and rain. By manipulating the temperature and air circulation, they are able to create an ideal environment for the growth and preservation of the biological samples kept here. Oh, Dawn, how do you know so much about it? Why, Father brought me here as a child. What? And left me behind? Actually, you're the one who left me behind when you went off somewhere with Grandfather. The night before, I've been asking Father how clouds are made, so he decided to show me. It was fascinating. I peppered him with questions the entire time. 'Tis all too easy to take for granted the many interweaving aspects of the natural world to grow inured to the wondrous. But having gained an understanding of the complex mechanisms employed by the Loporits in recreating a similar environment, I have come to view such processes in a new light. Subterranean gardens of Labyrinthos, the lunar prison forged to contain the ancient Zodiac, the habitations built for all mankind neath the moon's surface, each unique yet undeniably similar. Tis no mere coincidence. Ever since Heinlein unfolded us the grim fate that awaits Aetheris, every essential resource we could spare had been delivered to Labyrinthos in preparation for the Great Exodus, but that is not all. It is also a testing ground for the technologies that will allow us to settle on distant stars. Though the Loporits have endeavored to make the moon inhabitable, that is not our final destination. Mankind must learn to propagate life where there is none, to thrive where all is barren. Alas, time is not on our side. I have arranged for you all to enter the Central Circuit. It is there that most of our preparations for the Great Exodus are carried out, the construction of the Ark among them. Though our plans have been made public, access remains highly restricted. You, however, will not be subjected to said restrictions, and will have free reign to come and go as you please, such as the will of the Forum, after all. We will prove ourselves worthy of their trust. Your trust. Then let us proceed. He's still being a fuddy-duddy. Wonder. West. Go west, young samurai. By the decree of the Forum, the Science of the Seventh Dawn are permitted to enter the Central Circuit. Yes. Woohoo! The Eighth Emperor is being constructed not far from here. Overseeing the work is Kokol the Dunkul, after whom the forge is named. Once the necessary introductions have been made, I shall leave you with him to discuss the particulars. This way. Northwest. This way? Northwest still. West now. Southwest. Down there? Or here? Oh, here you are. Northwest. Alright, that's a little too far away, so let's go and deal with the story there, shall we? This is amazing. I don't know, I always thought we had to go down here on through hostility or something and like burst our way through or something. Again, subvert the expectations. Southwest. you're that wide berth. Southwest still? Southwest. Southwest. West? Ben's gonna be at that tower over there. Oh, that was it's right there. Try to get them all so I can fly. There you go. I just need 3 more. Woo! West. Hey.
Could swap them out. No, been there, done that. Damn near lost my eyebrows. Think, Coco, think! We'd be well on our way to paradise. Visionaries patting themselves on the backs for their grand accomplishments if you'd only think!
Yeah, that does sound rather lovely.
Yeah! I mean, Master Force, you know, what a pleasant surprise. We're not blasting off already, are we?
The schedule remains unchanged.
Hail hydration.
Which is why the Forum has elected to accept assistance in resolving the Etherburner conundrum.
Not seen you lot down here before.
There are Archons among their number, but engineering is not their expertise. Nevertheless, the Forum concedes the slim possibility that they may have insights to offer. If not, you are at liberty to return them to the surface, by whatever means you see fit.
I assure you that won't be necessary. Now, about your troubles with the Etherburner.
Aye, I'll walk you through it. Suppose I could do with a change of pace.
And a fresh outlook is always nice.
As the name ought to tell you, the Etherburner burns ether, ambient or otherwise, and transforms it into motive force. Think of it like a giant bomb that never stops exploding.
Oh yeah, like I've never heard that before. But then again, they live basically in the magical renaissance, with Garlemald been about to go into the age of steam, and we just had our industrial renaissance. So, same concept, you know. Theirs is magic, ours is, well, combustion.
Even out in that black void where the ether's right sparse, it's strong enough to move our arc. It probably won't kill you like an actual bomb. But it ain't perfect. According to my calculations, to travel to the moon and back fast enough for the Forum's liking, the conversion rate needs to be 6% more efficient. A measly 6%, you say? But if I could have squeezed even another 0.6 out of it, don't you think I'd have felt it that way in the first place?
Hast thou consulted with the Loperites?
Yes, they too are conducting their own research, for lack of a ready answer. The moon's propulsion systems are considerable, naturally, yet they are commensurately massive. It is no easy feat to convert their technology into an efficient means of propulsion for a teeny tiny toy boat, as they say, and as I most certainly do not.
Yes, exactly! Damn it all, I asked for refined adamantite and they send me uppity rabbits with inscrutable, ancient, incompatible technology! You're trying to drive me mad!
Do you speak of Allegan refined adamantite, perchance?
You know of it?
Only in the most general terms, I'm afraid. 'Twas an alloy of Allegan make, but the secrets of its production were closely guarded. As I recall, the record stated it was vital to Dalamud's construction and launch.
Aye, that's the stuff. No material more conductive far as I know. Slotting some ends like blowing up a dam and watching the river of ether come rushing through. Ain't a living soul that knows how to make it though. We were fortunate enough to salvage some for the ether burner, just a wee bit, mind, from a chunk of Dalamud that came hurtling into the northern empty during the calamity. With more, well, that extra 6% efficiency would be child's play. It's a crying shame that we've no other sources.
Surely the many shards of Dalamud scattered throughout Eorzea would suffice. Why not get the refined adamantite from them?
Oh, we tried, believe you me. But only a few specialised pieces would have had any in them to begin with. Drive calls from Ragnarok class internment hulks. Those are the prize bits we really need. According to the Gleaners, getting to them means delving deep into the shards. And the defences are still very operational and very eager to blow them up. It's rough going in there, even for the cream. Not sure they'd make it out alive.
Weren't we near that part of the Ragnarok when we went to destroy Bahamut?
What were the girls? It haunts me.
Heavens, are you alright? You look pale as a... Well... Let's put that battle from your mind for now. Deep breaths. That's it.
There are multiple internment hulks in Eorzea alone, so handling this ourselves may not be the most efficient option. Rather, if we could salvage adamantite from the shards simultaneously... Thancred, is the link shell we established before you went to Garlemald still active?
Of course. The floor is yours. What's all this?
Gathering firewood, so to speak. We alone can accomplish little, but joined by others, we may yet build a bonfire to carry us heavensward.
Ah! Heavensward!
This is Alphino. The Scions have need of you.
Small
Understood. I will contact the Lord Commander and dispatch our finest at once.
And do not die.
Others are somewhat preoccupied with the final days, so I will lead the 12-foot expedition myself.
Are you aware of any other sources of refined adamantite?
Logically, such an invaluable alloy would have been utilized solely where absolutely necessary, in components intended to conduct or collect surpassing amounts of ether. Any extant instrumentation or devices would have likely found their way into the hands of etherologists or enthusiasts.
Magical artifacts of Allegan design? The Eastern Alliance will send word to one and all. Are there other ways we may offer aid? No shards of the Lesser Moon scar our soil.
But our stake in this cause is no less for it.
Is there anything in Othard that might be of use to you?
What did you say? Oh, you got friends in far places, lad. Anyway, if you're offering, I wouldn't say no to one of those Far Eastern sacred relics. Some of them can hold enough ether to summon a whole damn primal. Combine a source like that with the ether burner, and 3, 2, 1, kaboom!
I gather you heard his explosive enthusiasm. Might you secure us a suitable relic?
The 3 relics that summon Susano.
It shall be done. I know little of machines, but I promise we will do our utmost to gather the materials you need to finish your starship.
Oh, Serena.
I am glad for the work, in truth. Better to busy oneself than wait and fret over disasters foretold.
Then why are we all still standing about gathering this plunder for the taking? And I'm a born plunderer. I'll be an old Charlian before you know it. Start mixing the grog.
I'm certain that can be arranged. Thank you all, and do be careful.
Just like that.
Aye, just like that. Our refined adamantite is on its way. Now let us consider our next steps, shall we? There's yet much to be done.
I thought they're gonna try and convert the whole thing to Dynamis. It was like, what? That's stage freaking 1? This late in the game? But I was wrong. I cried. It's not like these were reminded of how famous or infamous Alphinaud has become. Who would have thought he could achieve so much with a single link conversation? As we're expecting rather a lot of visitors in the near future, I best return to the surface and inform of relevant parties. I also have a contract of my own that might be worth a try. Oh, and who might that be? That's for me to know and you to find out. On that note, I'll leave matters here in your capable hands. Best of luck. Meanwhile, in Ulda. Oh no. No. Don't tell me the Valdez is already there.
Our course of action is clear. We must harvest refined adamantite from the shards of Dalamud and procure arcane relics of Allagan make. Summon the best and brightest of our immortal flames and form an expeditionary party at once. Call upon the Sultan Sworn and Brass Blades for support as you must. Papashan, send word to the guilds. We will require the expertise of master artisans if we are to have any hope of identifying and recovering these elusive materials. Viergeist, we have need of your stone torches. They are to assist the immortal flames in scouring the ruins and to help secure the surrounding areas. I trust I can count on your support.
The Miners Guild.
As commander of the Stone Torches, my son Zimberg will personally see it done.
The Miners Guild.
Pippin, I would have you lead the raiding party. Assemble your finest, and with Chizona's blade clear the way. Lord Lolorito, I pray you take charge of the search for Allagan relics. Surely you know of some being traded on open or clandestine markets, or sleeping in collectors' vaults. Of course, I ask not that you do this out of the kindness of your heart. By all means, profit on the transactions. I I wish you the joy of it.
Ho 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 ho!
The final days descend upon our world. If circumstances are truly as dire as they say, Uldar's best efforts may be for naught.
She has grown up since Aram Reborn. Look at her, a true born leader.
And yet, when we Eorzeans rose from the ashes to rebuild our broken realm, did we not learn one simple truth? That which seems all but impossible to overcome alone may yet be possible if we stand together. It was the Scions who united us then, and it is the Scions who called upon us now. Uldar will answer that call. We will summon our courage and join the fight for our world's future. You know your duties. I, Nanamo Ulnamo, 17th in the line of Ul, bid you good luck and Godspeed.
No, that's a Sultana. Where go, Nanamo? From humble beginnings to now. Please tell me you do it for every region. Please. Come on. I'm waiting on bated breath. Huh? Yes! The Black Shroud! I never actually did the story for the the Archers Guild, so this will be really going over my head.
We fielded a goodly number, but our ranks are heavy with healers, and an abundance of restorative magics will be of little help in destroying Dalamud's defenses. Still, it has ever been thus with Gridania. We must steel ourselves for a protracted engagement.
And here is your giant meat wall.
Might I suggest taking us along?
Commander Hext, what are you doing here?
None of the shards in Girabania are big enough to hold an internment hulk. So we said to ourselves, why not lend our neighbors a hand? We thought you might be short on people with a talent for breaking things.
Indeed.
While it pains me to admit it, you are right. Our artificiency is so plain to see.
It might have been a lifetime ago, but I was once one of the Scions assigned to the Shroud. I know this forest well. I know your people. And I know we will be stronger if we fight this fight together.
Then I will impose upon you with a clear conscience. Come, let us speak of how to integrate our forces.
The brain and the brawn. The mighty fist and the caring hand.
I won't let it all be for nothing. I promise you, Papalima.
Aww. Next. Limsa? Ishgard? Kurthus, Ishgard. Oh, this is Shadowbringers this is a new mix of the Shadowbringers theme.
There you are. We've no time to waste, brother. Everyone has already.
Oh no! Oh No, no! Why show me this? No! I forgot. No, this is not Sharper's thing. This is the dragon song. Hey, Sushi! Rest in peace, Harshafont.
That was a roar. A dragon's roar.
Oh! Sorry, Dale. I thought you were my friend, Sushi. We have nearly identical tags. Meanwhile, in the Ruby Sea...
And so, in summation, the Eastern Alliance, as well as the Honorable Lord Lolorito himself, reached out to me for assistance in procuring these treasures of the divine, and I, in turn, do beseech the Confederacy for aid.
They're calling for everyone! Everyone!
Is that...
Hancock? What a surprise this is.
Sorbonne!
And a fortuitous one at that. I have a favor to ask, you see.
Wait. Was that Siriu? There we go. Yeah, that's Nick has, like Dale. That's Nick has to be Siriu. But then again, you just here to poke me because you're probably far ahead into the story. Though our friends are searching for refined adamantite and sacred relics, we will only know if they meet your requirements once they have arrived. In the meantime, is there aught else what we might do to be of service? Ha! You already done more than enough. If I had to say though, I could use someone who knows a thing or two about elegant technology. You there, the lad with the red eyes and matching hair. You seem to know more than an average scholar. Ha! If only Master Coco knew how right he was. While he and Graha establish a rapport, why don't we help with preparations for the Great Exodus? Indeed, this would mean going above and beyond the terms of our agreement, but I suppose this not to curry favor. As confident as I am that we will succeed, we must be ready for every eventuality. This would also be an opportunity to familiarize ourselves with the logistics and traversing the great expanse. If nothing else, it beats twiddling our thumbs while we wait for the adamantite. Well, ain't you a bunch of helpful buggers? If you mind lending a hand, I know where you ought to go. Charlie and Hamlet is lousy with researchers and scholarly types, busying themselves preparing for the Exodus. Pah! That lot need all the help they can get. Well then, off we go! Well... Ooh, 8th rank! Yay! Go, XIV, go! I'm looking at the fact that so far for Endwalker, actually in this part of the story, it's giving me that Avengers Endgame feel where they're bringing everyone in back for a final hurrah. And for that, I just I can't wait. I can't wait for it. The only thing is though is like the fact that with the fight Meteon, that cute little bird. Like, why did she have to turn evil? Well, enough of that though. Enough thinking about that. Let's go to the next part of the story. Alize. From what I can tell, a lot of people actually live down here. I don't know how much help we can offer, but I dare say they'll benefit from some of that fresh inspiration Scholar Montague mentioned. Let's stop asking around, ideally without getting in anyone's way. It just hypes up more and more and more. After the contingent, like boom, hype up. The moon, boom, hype up. Okay, what's next? What's next after that? Oh, going to the first? No, you're not going to the first. You're going back in time. A revelation, and partying with Emmett Silk. Now a rocket to go to the ends of the galaxy. I think I initially I thought it would just go down, it would just climax and just down. No, it just keeps on stacking and stacking and stacking. And like, how tall can he make this tower? The Alpus part is my favorite, Dale. Like, seriously, it was my favorite. And I'm so sad that the final boss has to be a cute little bird. Helping with the Hoc, and with all the power of Master Krakoa managed to squeeze out of the Aether Burner, it's still not enough, apparently. And now I hear the final days have arrived. Horrible creatures are running rampant all over. If only we had begun to exit it sooner. People are dying, and there'll be no end to it. And if we don't fulfill our duties. But we will. We spent years preparing for this moment. Believe in the plan, and we'll all be well. First and foremost, though, I should go attune myself to the Aetherite. Oh no! Of course you have to. I did it with me as a tank. I'm gonna do it again with Vanal as a tank, and then with Emmett Silk as a tank. There we go. Yeah, the first time I did it though on my stream, I was the tank, Vanal was my healer. Emmett Silk was the black mage, and Hithodeus was a bard. You did Emmett as a tank though, and according to Hillary, he was a dark knight. Was that true? Ooh, that'd be interesting because we know Vanal was a was a paladin. I kind of want to go through it as a healer because I want to see Vanal as a dancer. Oh, hello. Are you one of the new helpers? Working on the Aether Burner? Oh dear, I hear things to have come to a standstill at the front. Even so, I choose that over my current duties. Checking and loading samples day in, day out. It's tiring, thankless work. Still, no one will be cross if I misplace a few legumes or what have you. The forum's got enough on their plate as it is, with deciding who gets to board the Ark and when. Lots of powerful people have opinions about that. My heart goes out to Master Fortunal and the others. Hardly get a moment's rest, I expect. Do they even have time to sleep? Yeah, that's just again. I'm doing the dungeon again. I'm gonna go with Emmett as a tank, I as a healer, and then the Hitledeus and Vanal as DPSs. Where's the third one? Where are you? Where are you? Are you in here? There you are. Yeah, Hitledeus is only a bard because he has good eyes. Offering to help, that's very kind, but I should be able to organize the rest of the attackers by myself. It's mostly a list of things we'll need once we arrive on the moon, and when then whichever star we choose as our new home. My duties largely concern the maintenance of living conditions, so I'll be a lot busier after we depart. I hear that our lunar collaborators have come down to assist in our efforts. I'm looking forward to finally meeting them in person, after having communicated with them in such a limited capacity thus far. To be perfectly honest, I've not even the slightest idea what they look like. I do hope they're not enormous looking looming giants. Why, I would much prefer something small and fluffy. Like beheaded rabbit that beheaded rabbit that ran by. Oh, you are in for a surprise then. Bah. Living way! Cooking way! Growing way! Singing way! Where's pudding way? Is still on the surface making a trying to find pudding? That's gotta be it. Fancy meeting you here! Our friends in the forum brought us to see their teeny tiny toy boat, which was quite impressive considering they didn't use any creation magics. What we're really interested in is the theories itself, though we now find ourselves in sort of a funny underground miniaturized version of it. We were hoping the forum would give us a guided tour, but it appears they're rather preoccupied. Honestly, all that time to prepare and they're still not ready. I suppose we'll just have to show ourselves around, or at least that's what we were planning to do until we chance upon Oriancha and your good self. Since you're both dawdling about, engaging in idle chit-chat, perhaps you could show us a few points of interest. Wouldn't that be fun? Do, 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 do. God damn it, Dale! Apparently, according to Chris, I'm designated as Costco Thank right now, so shush. Oh wait. Nothing? I did receive one. Okay. A tour of Labyrinthos. An unexpected yet prudent suggestion. Given the similarities betwixt this artificial environment and Bestway's burrow, it would be in our best interest to have the Lumperites acquaint themselves with those conditions deemed optimal by their Charlian collaborators. I fear, however, that continued reliance upon my limited knowledge would risk narrowing rather than broadening their perspectives. Mayhap thou art better suited to lead this venture. What a marvelous idea! Might we begin with the great big what's-it over there yonder? Ah yes, the what's-it. I shall leave its explanation to Kitchen. Oh, Orianja, you evil bastard. Kirkland Brand Thancred, thank you very much. Why is this team still playing? I mean, I don't mind it though, but it's playing for only a tour. Why is it nighttime? singing! Oh, singing away, singing! That's adorable. The fact that they put so much Final Fantasy IV references in this expansion alone. That's... I could just listen to this all day. Alright, enough. Goodness me, to build something so large with Christian magics, it's positively stupendous. Perhaps you can direct our attention to its most important features. She's still singing! Oh god, she's still singing! Alright, just give me one moment though. I have to clear my sizes. So I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. And let's see. Oh, design. Position. It's a little hard to see from here, but is a golden pipe connected to the top of those tanks? And I can see through that window another pipe at the bottom. Ah, this must be for purifying water drawn from below. Wait, what's going on? Damn it, Dale! I saw that the Facebook post. Is that the water I hear from inside that great big tube? It must be because of those cogs and gigantic wheel at the top. Oh, I see. That's how they draw up the water. That's probably some sort of spiral-shaped mechanism inside it too. That looks like the trees in Great and Ensvale. Hold on, that's a bit of a strange shape. It's thin at the bottom, but big and around the top. Quite tall for something so unbalanced too. That makes sense. That's where they store the water. Well, if I were to hazard a guess, water drawn from underground, presumably with some other mechanism, is purified here and stored in that tower before being distributed elsewhere. I'm right, aren't I? I knew it. A design brilliant in its simplicity. I dare say it would take only a Sorry. Take only a moment to install in even the harshest environments, for us Loporits, that is. Indeed, securing a reliable source of water is of the utmost importance for any fledgling settlement. We have read, however, that people of Aether sometimes make their homes in arid deserts and such. How are they able to survive? Areas near waterfalls are common sites for villages in Giribania. Many settlements in Dunland are built near an oasis. So, wherever you choose to live, you're never far from water. Oh dear, I worry we won't be able to procure the necessary amount. We can provide enough water to keep them from drying out completely, but it would appear they rely on it far more than we had anticipated. A few adjustments may be in order, but once we calculate the average rate of consumption per individual, it may also be worth learning more about how exactly they obtain their water in the first place. Master Alphonse spoke of the machinery responsible for that feat during our journey through Logisticon Alpha, did he not? Mayhap the Loporits will share the inspiration for the engineering marvel. Oh yes, that sounds absolutely splendid! We must journey beyond the sanctuary of Charlian Hamlet. I shall lead the way. You mean we'll have to brave the untamed wilderness? A valid concern indeed, but we could not help but notice that many dangerous-looking creatures with big, nasty teeth lurking beyond the safe confines of the settlement. Were we not escorted here by burly custodians, I dread to think that we would have become of us. Regrettably, to many hungry predator with a aforementioned big, nasty teeth, Loporits may appear to be potential and rather appetizing source of sustenance. Might I impose upon thee to assist in securing safe passage to Lachicon Alpha? For my part, I shall act as escort to Living Way and Cooking Way. I entrust Singing Way and Growing Way to thy care. A more valiant protector they could not wish for. Godspeed. 2x2. If it's not the same to you, I'd rather not be eaten by some horrid beastie. Come along, Growing Way, to the water extraction on what's it? Why are you playing this epic theme for what's essentially a tour? The untamed wilderness. Oops. Come on. You guys okay? Thank you so much. I really hope that water station is worth these harrowing experiences. A part of the fun, some might say, but I'd rather not be burnt to a crisp if all the same to you. Northwest. Okay, we're going farther now. Do, 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 do. My friends, I bid you welcome to Lexicon Alpha. Our mission doth lie at the lift's top. Pray, follow me. Hey, going back to the top. Let me know when you're heading that way. Yep. Marvelous, simply marvelous. So this is where the magic, or science rather, takes place. The perfect environment to sustain life, artificially created. The knowledge we'll gain here will be the essential when we start looking for new stars of your kind to inhabit. Apparently most of them don't even have air for you to breathe. You're all very lucky that Aetherius just so happens to provide everything you need to thrive. Or did mankind turn out that way? They are because of the available resources, I wonder. Either way, it's nothing sort of miraculous, and I cannot wait to see more of it. Okay. Cooking away. This is all very wonderful, I'm sure, but I was rather hoping to learn more about your nourishment provisions facilities. In other words, where is the food? I believe both the knowledge and consumables you seek may be found at the Marial Ergonomics. As I imagine Singway and the others intend to study every conceivable facet of this apparatus, wouldst thou be so kind to escort our visiting culinarian? Yes, that sounds much more interesting. Hopefully I will be able to see firsthand some of the delicacies Orianger was telling me about. Even his incredibly vivid, if a bit too verbose descriptions cannot compare to sampling them myself. Not to mention, Aetherius will soon be no more, so I hope I must learn all I can while there is still time. Let us brook no further delay. Oh. No further delay indeed, as you get to see the grapes. Do 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 do. Don't mind me, la la la. What shows an 8 right here? You ran all the way here without protection? You okay, Cooking Way? This is the place, yes. The heady aroma was enough to guide me here, and I spied several of the fruit and vegetables featured in our compendium. I'd truly love to try some, but I read that those who help themselves to a farmer's crops without permission are often caught and put into pies. Perhaps you could ask whoever's in charge if they're willing to part with a few samples. I'll put your keep on the other side, blah blah blah, da da da. Let's go cooking way. Cooking way. There we go. Hey, Jeb. What a fine mess this is. Oh, it's you. It's the one who climbed down the mine shaft. I'd show you around if I could, but I rushed off my feet preparing for the exodus. And not the only one. We all got to find ways to do what we do down here, up there. First on the moon, then on whichever star the form decides will become our new home. It's all sudden, so unreal. Don't you want to go to the moon? Well, it's better than waiting for the foul days to claim us. But no matter how carefully it's all planned, we'll never be able to take every variety of flora and fauna with us. Even the ones we can take take may not survive in their new environment, so many species due to extinction. Sorry, that's not what you came to talk about, is it? Nothing quite so dire, I assure you. We merely wish to sample a little of your produce, if we may. By all means, help yourself. Much appreciated, my good fellow. So, where to begin? The grapes. The grapes! We'll begin at the grapes! The more pixelated grapes! It's become full circle now. Full circle. Oh, I know these are. Grapes, yes? Let's see if they are so delicious as they look. So sweet, so sour. The taste is much like a ripe philosopher's carrot, and yet the texture is entirely different. The contrast between our outer skin and the fruit within is most peculiar, though far from unpleasant. Yes, I think I'll try another. Nom 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 nom. Nom nom nom. Well, that's certainly given me food for thought, though in far less visceral manner than a philosopher's carrot. But tell me, what is your opinion on grapes? Eat red. Hey, I'll bring my road to volcano for a choice bunch. Yes, they are rather Moorish, aren't they? From what I've read, quite versatile too. Something about people stepping on them to make intoxicating beverages, as I recall. Anyway, that's enough about the grapes for the time being. On to the next treat. Wine. What's this one? Oranges? Orange by name, orange by nature. What came first, the fruit or the color? Who cares? Let's eat. That's the question of the day, isn't it? Which came first, the fruit or the color? Yes, that's equal parts sweet and sour. As with the grapes, yet nothing alike. I may have to consult Oriandra about expanding my vocabulary. I simply cannot find the words to describe it. Perhaps what I'm looking for is bitter? This is all very complicated, you know. So many flavors, so many choices, and each individual with their own personal preferences. Now see why you all turn up your noses up the idea of eating nothing but carrots. Marvelous though they are still are in my estimation. Let no one say I said otherwise. Oh, but speaking of carrots, I haven't yet to sample any of the vegetables. Let's see what's in that field over there. These are pumpkins. Wanna try some pumpkins, pumpkin? Oh no, did I lose Cookie Way? Cookie Way! There you are. Right, do not mount. Here, Cookie Way. Wanna try some pumpkins, pumpkin? The color and texture. Are they some sort of enormous round carrots? No? In any case, proper nomenclature is less of a concern than the taste. Blah! It's so hard and flavorless. I may as well be chewing on a piece of wood. That's all my confidence that these are nothing more than misbegotten failures masquerading as godly carrots. Stop! Can't you see these are pumpkins? And no one with any sense would try eating them raw. You're supposed to cook them first. Do you not find it an awful bother? Far from it. Cooking is a joy unto itself, and what's more, it broadens the range of ingredients that we may safely eat. But above all else, cooking allows us to draw out the full potential of our produce. Hot pumpkin stew has been one of my favorite dishes for as long as I remember. That perhaps even with these hard blocks of plant matter can become as delicious as the orange I sampled? I wonder though, if there's anything even more delicious. How about that yellow fruit over there over yonder? Are these? Oh no, no, no! Are these lemons? Oh, cooking away. You're gonna take something sour. Well, I wonder its fragrance. With luck, it'll have a flavor to match. I have no idea how these are in. I'll just bite into it. Ah, my tongue! Is this poison? A lemon? You mean it's supposed to taste like this? How can something so similar to an orange be so revolting? Maybe sometime before my palate recovers from this ordeal. As such, let's call an end to this round of sampling. Let's say our farewells and return to others. Finish, have you? I trust you found something to your liking. I'm rather enamored with the grapes and oranges, less so the pumpkin, though I learned the hard way that they're not to be eaten raw. Then there's the lemon, the deceiver. I still feel so violated. First time, was it? I hate for you to leave with a bad taste in your mouth, in more ways than one, so I'll give you this lemon muffin I baked. If this doesn't change your opinion, nothing will. More lemon? Haven't I suffered enough? Nevertheless, I won't remiss the spur's opportunity to... Oh, bit of a sick game there. Learn more ways than escrutable ways. Very well, lemon muffin, do your worst. Ow. I can't see. This is delicious! Although I still detect a hint of lemon, it complements the sweetness of the dough to create a perfect harmony. I never would have guessed this vile bitterness can be utilized so elegantly. My good chap, this is simply breathtaking. See, we rarely use lemon in its natural state, but it has a starring role in all sorts of recipes, and the same is true for many other ingredients. It comes down to making the most of the resources at our disposal, and sometimes that can even be a difference between life and death. I know we won't be able to take every species with us. No doubt the Forum agonized over what was worth preserving and what will be consigned to history. Hard choices, but make them what we must if we're to survive. The strength of will. Now I know what Heinlein sees in your kind. Mankind, the Loporrits, we were both born from the accumulated knowledge of the ancients. They learned all there is to learn about the nature of sentient life and the fates of the stars themselves. Once a civilization has fulfilled the basic requirement for survival, it will inevitably seek to eliminate all forms of negativity and achieve perfection. And therein lies its folly and its downfall. For perfection is an unattainable ideal. 'Tis the paradox of the immaculate carrot. Yet civilizations since time immemorial have deemed the pursuit of perfection as progress. They pay no heed to the costs incurred in their futile quest, and all too often become the architects of their own demise, their dreams forever unfulfilled. What then is the alternative? The answer lies in knowing that our existence can never be perfect, to be content with what we have and make the most of it. When life gives you lemons, make lemon muffins! As this world don't know lemonade. Pardon my Eorzean, but what in the seven hells are you on about? And who are you anyway? Cooking away, at your service. I'm here to help prepare for the trip to the moon. And once you get there, you'll be able to try my carrots. I've been growing all different kinds. But don't worry, there'll be room for your crops too. We work together to preserve as many of Ethereum's species as possible. If you're up to the challenge. Yes, of course. I'll look forward to it. Well, this has all been highly productive. Probably. Let's go and see if Oriandra and the others have run out of machinery to inspect, shall we? The Loporits are really, really adorable. Go, T-Rex, go! And now I drink. Hail hydrate. Steer, steer. Stay hydrated, everyone. Drink plenty of water. Do. Almost there. Hey, we're back. That was most enlightening, especially the part with the lemon muffin. Actually, I was wondering, do you know any other places famed for their cuisine? Limsa Lumitsa is home to the Culinarians Guild and many less than savory establishments. But I had the time to visit. The more I learn of Aetherius, the more I wish I could spare it for the final days. Alas, Heinlein's orders are to flee, not to resist. If only there was some other way. Oh, there's gonna be another way. We'll make sure of it. Marty. I trust thy time at Marigold Economics did bear fruit. Orianche, did you make a pun? Oh my... By the 12, he made a pun. Our own efforts, too, were rewarded. We now possess an embarrassment of educational riches. No doubt our guests' relentless pursuit of knowledge could occupy them, and us for a fortnight. Alas, time is of the essence. Let's return to Shorian Hamlet forthwith. I shall gladly attend to each and every Loporit there, should further questions within my power to answer arise. Aww. Aww. Back to this? Yes, no. I don't need your elevator, I have a teleporter. Da, 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 da. Growing way, are you okay? Yes? That was indeed me replacing a site to express my emotional state. Do you know why? Because I saw the reconstructed vital data of Aetherius at Luggage Alpha. That's why. A forest so lovely and so leafy. Are all your forests like that? The verdant, at least the trees of Dravania stand particularly proud. Black Shadow is quite leafy indeed. A place of utmost tranquility. Gasp! Gasp, I say! With the stars so wonderful, it comes to no surprise that you're so reluctant to leave it behind. I was a fool to think otherwise, to assume that the moon was something worth being proud of. How ridiculous we must seem to you, trying so hard to achieve so little. Not at all. Thy works are no less worthy of their uniqueness. I thought I heard tiny voices. Thancred! How does that fare? Oh, I was able to glean a far bit of the for the researchers while helping to move their cargo. Preparations have proceeded without interruption here, despite news of the coming end. We have the forum's leadership to thank for that. That doesn't mean people aren't worried, though. Quite the opposite. Knowing disaster would strike at any moment, they hurried to complete their work, equally aware that a single error could be the difference between life and death. And we can hardly tell them that there's no cause for concern. Perhaps not, though aided by our goodly growing way, we may yet find other ways to lighten their burden. Me? Be used to people? I'm honored that you would think me so capable, but I'm not sure that I'm up to the challenge. Nevertheless, I believe in thee. If you say so, I suppose I can't hurt to try. I passed someone moping in the Western Plaza that looked to be in need of a helping paw. Perhaps you might start with him. This is as good as place as any. Come. Why? I think with that, we'll just call it I think with that, we'll call it a day right now for... as right now, I think we'll call it a day for now, and pick this up tomorrow. Anyway, you can find me here at twitch.tv/KetchAsakura. Find me on YouTube on KetchAsakura. Find me on Twitter on Ketch_Asakura. I support my channel on all my endeavors. Go ahead and click on my mask. It'll help me so very, very much. And like the channel want to do, go ahead, please give me a follow. And there you guys coming. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.